Welcome back to my channel. This week's color rescue, we are talking about 3 kitchens and what to do to make them more beautiful without completely ripping them out. One of the biggest lessons I've learned in my 25 years of being in thousands and thousands of homes is that there are so many different ways to change the colors, finishes in a kitchen without completely ripping it out that will save your kitchen from a reno so you can go on a trip, buy some furniture. I believe in spreading the budget around, and I have become really good at that in 25 years. So let's get started with the first kitchen. This week's question is, Maria, this kitchen has some good things going for it. The cabinets are finished beautifully to the ceiling, the custom hood fan is perfect, and the appliances are versatile stainless steel. But Maria, what about the brick floor? What about the brick floor? It's my favorite part. So the reason why I like this brick floor is because it actually would really go well with a moody vibe. That's what it needs. I mean, the trends are moving from the Tuscan countertop that's installed here to the world of the English countryside kitchen anyway, which would suit this floor beautifully. The problem is the cabinets are too white and the countertop too shiny to work well with this brick floor. So what this kitchen actually needs is a concrete colored countertop to relate to the grout in the brick and a much moodier, fabulous color. So make sure the green gray quartz is honed, right? That would suit the rustic vibe better. And I definitely agree with taking down the bar area and turning it into one level. The 2-level peninsula is definitely dated. However, even if those Tuscan countertops were to stay, it would look a lot better if the kitchen was painted like a muted blue or green, like in this example. And even just painting the walls an orange beige complex cream would then relate to the warm orange tones in the floor and look a lot better, just like this kitchen where the red brick floors are repeated in the wood ceilings. So that's what you're always looking to do is, how do I pull the space together? How do I repeat those elements in a way that makes my kitchen feel new? And here's the other thing that people get really confused about a lot. When I say, here's what you need to do to bring your 90s kitchen to 2023, you might think, well, but is that a timeless way to do it? But if you only need to make a couple of tweaks to bring that kitchen forward into 2023, that's a huge win, and you're gonna love it for probably another 5 to 7 years and extend the life of the reno, which is what we want. Spread the money around. That's my thing. The second kitchen to be rescued this week comes with this question. Hi Maria, we bought our home as an inventory model in 2009, so no layout changes could be made, and it came with laminate countertops. I decided to update the counters with off-white quartz. I spent forever looking at counters and chose what I thought was an off-white, but in my kitchen, it's a shocking white, and it looks even worse when the pot lights are on. The first picture below is when I freaked out. White counters, orange cupboards, and black appliances. How do I make this work? If you're spreading the money around in the right way, sometimes the answer is to change the cabinets and the backsplash instead of just painting the cabinets if you're not happy with your backsplash and your countertop. So in this case, it's a great idea to replace it with a white countertop. It's just that it was too white. She doesn't have wood floors, which are like jeans. So in this case, you do need to consider the actual tile floors and what the undertone is. And in this case, they're a pink beige. So the countertop should have actually been a pale pink beige. But now, in order to fix it, we could paint the backsplash white. We could paint then the walls a pink beige complex cream, like Sherwin-Williams Patience or Benjamin Moore Maritime White. Now, third thing we need to do is we need to do something about the Darth Vader-ish appliances in the kitchen. The black relates to nothing, and they just look like big holes in this kitchen. In order to make this work, if you have black appliances, generally you want black countertops as well to tie it all in. So what's going to tie in these white countertops even further is new white appliances. And that's what I would do to fix this kitchen. The third kitchen we're rescuing this week comes with this question, and it is, 8 years ago, I had my cabinets repainted. A designer selected the paint color. I never thought the color worked really well with the flooring or the countertops. Now I'm interested in replacing my backsplash and the countertops. The backsplash is really dated. I'd like to lower the counter between the two rooms to counter height rather than bar height. My question is, do I pick a backsplash and counter that go with the flooring or the cabinets? I don't want to repaint the cabinets as it's expensive, and my husband is not interested in replacing the flooring at this time. So my question is, which direction do I go? Do I bite the bullet and repaint the cabinets, or just find a backsplash and countertop to coordinate with it all? First thing, I agree, we should remove the peninsula, raised bar height, dated area. That's definitely not what we're doing anymore. That'll make a big updated difference. And the countertop should be a pale green gray to relate to the green gray tile. Now, the kitchen cabinets are a pretty cream. I definitely don't think they need to be changed, especially because cream and beige are trending. The backsplash, of course, has to be changed so that it's like a biscuit colored cream to relate to the cabinets. And the biggest impact here, I think, that would add some charm is to replace the island that is just too small with a baker's table, and then to take the lonely dangling pendant out and install some surface mount schoolhouse lights, maybe even a couple more, so then it looks intentional and looks a little more interesting than just some recessed lights. So that would be the first few things I would do. And then here's the other thing. When you're comparing your cream cabinets to this too stark white trim, that might make you think that your cabinet color is wrong, but really you want your trim color to coordinate. It doesn't all necessarily have to be the same cream, but it appears to be a true white while the cabinets are a cream. So I would then paint all the trim an off-white to coordinate with the cream countertops. And that will also make a big difference in making all the colors feel more harmonious and just flow together. If you enjoyed this week's Color Rescue, please subscribe down below. And I'm also including links to my e-design pages if you need some help with your kitchen and you want to save some money and you need a plan A, we can give you that, and a plan B for your renovation down the road. So I'll include all the links below. And if you have a question for my Color Rescue channel, send some photos, clean up the room to mariakillam@gmail.com, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.